So little Aussie Mel here for my week 44 post-op VSG update. Get straight to the numbers. My highest ever weight was 105 kilos or 231 pounds. My pre-op diet starting weight was 97.4 kilos or 214 pounds. Last week I got to my goal of under 65 kilos and I weighed in at 63.9 kilos, or I think it was 140.6 pounds. This morning I weighed in at 64.3 kilos or 141.5 pounds, which is a 400 gram gain or 0.9 pound gain for the week. So there's multiple reasons for that, which I'll get into. Since hitting goal last week, I went off on a bit of an emotional tangent completely. So I have kind of heard of other people going through this. I know Shell VSG sort of forewarned me. She's like, get ready for the emotional roller coaster when you hit goal. So, and I remember sort of seeing other people in their videos talk about it. So, yeah, so my food for the last week has been all over the place. I mean, I've made some really good choices, and some days I've hardly eaten much at all, and then I've had other days where I had 2 days where I got ice cream from McDonald's, like an Oreo McFlurry and a sundae. So yeah, and just that was purely soothing my emotions with food, which is yeah, something that I really aren't proud about, and knew full well when I was doing it, but I didn't care. So anyway, I think the emotions that came with hitting goal is not so much about, oh, I've hit goal, now what, and feeling lost in that respect. I don't really understand it. I think maybe it was a little bit to do with the actual process of putting together the goal video was really emotionally taxing for me. I put together a clip of a video that I made when I was really big and that I didn't have any intention of ever making public, so it was really, really difficult for me to actually make that public. And when I was putting it together, I just cried my eyes out putting that video together. I just felt so ashamed that I'd lived my life not only looking that way but feeling that way, and I almost didn't include it, but I sort of realised how important it was for myself to acknowledge how far I've come, but also for other people who are maybe starting out on the journey or just thinking about having surgery, because they may identify with Fat Mel and be just desperately looking for a way out of that deep dark hole of being overweight and depressed. And so I decided to put my own feelings aside and to include that, and hopefully to give some people some inspiration through that. And yeah, I guess too it's sort of really hard to accept that I am at goal. I do still want to lose a bit more weight, maybe about 5 kilos, 10 or 12 pounds or something like that, but it's not crucial or critical. If I just stayed the way I am now, I'd be happy. But yeah, it's just really hard. It's really hard to actually accept that, yes, I am in the size clothes that I am, and I have done all this hard work, and I have actually achieved something that I thought was impossible. So I think it just messes with your mind a little bit. And yeah, I can't totally explain it, but I did sort of give myself a kick up the butt over the weekend, and I've been on the treadmill 3 days in a row, and I've been drinking heaps of water and just trying to do things that really lift my mood. So yeah, getting back to the gain, I'm sort of although my food was bad, I don't really think it's a true weight gain. I think it's probably more likely a combination of the exercise I've done over the last 3 days, and also it was Father's Day here in Australia yesterday, and I ate a lot of salty foods. Just not a lot of it, but I nibbled on some really salty stuff. So yeah, so I'll be curious to see what I weigh in at next week. I did weigh a couple of days ago, and I had maintained last week's weight, so yeah, anyway, I'm not too fussed with that. What else did I want to talk about? NSVs. I forgot to mention last week that I was like out for the day, and we're waiting around for a parade to go by, and we were out the front of an op shop, and there were some jeans there, and I kind of looked at them and thought, oh, you know, there was a really nice top and some jeans, and I thought, oh, they look nice, and then I looked and it was size 8, and I thought, oh, they'll never fit. But I kind of looked at it and thought, well, they look similar to the jeans I'm wearing at the moment, so what the hell, I'll just try it on for a laugh, and I'll try on the top anyway. I was interested in the top more than the jeans. And yeah, the size 8 jeans actually fit me. I mean, they were tight, but they did completely up, and I could wear them without having, you know, major overhang around the waist or anything like that. So yeah, that just totally blew my mind. Definitely had something to do with the fact that it was like a well-worn pair of jeans, because I have tried on other size 8 stuff and there's no way that would fit me. So so that's size 8 Oz, which is like a size 4 US. So it's a tiny size. I'm definitely not there. I'm probably more likely around a size 12 or 10 in pants and a size 10 in top, but it all depends on the clothes. And then also I just decided to, again with just trying to do more positive things, I decided to go out to a like a social group event. There's a website called Meetup, or Meetups, and it's basically a website where people can advertise any kind of social group that they've got. So it could be like a knitting social group, or bushwalking, or drinking, movies, whatever. So I found a group that was just catered for people in their 30s and 40s in my area on the southern Gold Coast, and they do like there's a boutique brewery that once a month puts on a live band, and they open up the brewery for tasting, and they do that, and then after that they go on to a tapas bar for more drinks after that. So yeah, so I just decided to go to that. I just rocked up totally by myself, and had an awesome night. I didn't really drink much because I wanted to drive home, so I think over the course of the whole night I had maybe 3 glasses of wine, which which sort of just kept me under the limit to drive. And yeah, it was great. I met really interesting people. Everyone was really happy to chat, and it was just kind of funny because I didn't talk about my surgery, but I did talk about a couple of people I got talking to about the fact that I'd lost over 40 kilos over the last year, and they were just so blown away that they're like, what? They just couldn't picture me as a big person. And there was also another conversation earlier in the evening where we were talking about sizes of clothes or something, and someone said to me, oh, you'd be about a size 10, right? And it just made me kind of do a double take that somebody would look at me and think that I'm a size 10, because I still think that I think that I look like a fat girl that's skinny, but it's all just an illusion or something. I don't know, it's weird. So going out to something like that had nothing to do with weight loss surgery people, and nobody knew sort of who I was or anything about me, to just see that I'm just a normie to them, was really interesting. Yeah, but I highly recommend just getting out there, pushing yourself to get out of your comfort zones, pushing yourself to do something, to like really just start living in your new life. I mean, we go through all of this because we want to be happy, we want a better life, we want to be healthy and try new things, and yeah, you just got to push yourself to get out there and do it. So that was good. I'm going to do some all-male shout-outs today. So I finally twisted the arm of an Aussie guy to start making videos. Darren, I've totally forgotten to write down your surname, and it's a bit of a funny one. It might be like Darren Van Elk or something. Sorry if that's wrong, but I'll put his link to his channel below. So he's a couple of weeks pre-op and made an intro video, so go and give him some support. He's a fiery, so yeah, that will totally change his life. He'll be able to get, you know, into all the really active stuff and not be behind a desk anymore. He's got a young family, so I'm just really super happy to see where he's going to be this time next year. Also, I want to give a shout out to Doug Drops the Weight. We've been chatting lately about some life stuff, about, you know, all the changes that we make to our life post-op and trying to find happiness and stuff like that. And Doug is just such a lovely guy, very respectful. You know, there can be a few kind of creeper guys out there that contact you via Facebook, but Doug's just a lovely, genuine guy, and he's in the Colorado area, ladies, so if you're between the ages of, say, I don't know, 35 and 50, and you're looking for someone to go and do some fun stuff with, he gets out and hikes, and anyway, I'm giving him a total plug here for dating, so good luck. Good luck with that, Doug. And also I want to shout out to Round Man Disappears. He had his surgery a few weeks ago, and I hadn't been able to watch any of his videos since I moved and all the stuff going on. I've been pretty slack with keeping up with videos lately, actually, and I watched his last video yesterday, I think, and yeah, I couldn't believe your face just looked so much slimmer, and he's just done an amazing job losing weight before surgery, and yeah, so now you're just on the home stretch, and good luck with it, all the best. Yeah, so finally just want to talk about Wonder Sleeves Down Under. It's only, I didn't do the countdown, it's like 30 days, it's like 4 weeks, something like that, four and a half weeks away. We're going to be doing a Fat Kings Friday episode from Sydney the morning of the event. A few of the ladies, I think Lisa, Hayley and Wendy are definitely doing it. I'll be joining in, but I've got some running around to do that morning, so I might just link in from another location. And yeah, so that'll be really good. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the night. I'm still getting registrations and ticket sales coming through every every week. So plenty of tickets left. I ended up changing the boat for the cruise so that we could fit more than the 100 guests on there. So yeah, if you've got a group who's thinking of coming, don't worry about maybe not being able to get enough tickets. There's plenty, and we've got an awesome group coming, so just can't wait for that. Can't wait to, it coincides with the end of my uni semester too, so I'm really looking forward to being able to let my hair down and have a bit of a holiday in Sydney. Yeah, I think that was all I had to talk about today, so yeah, hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.